Hey there! If you've ever tried growing cauliflower in the ground and ended up with nothing but a big ol' mess, let me tell you, container gardening just might be your new best friend. Traditional gardening can be tough, especially with finicky crops like cauliflower. Sometimes the soil just isn't right, or the weather throws you a curveball, and before you know it, your hard work turns into disappointment. But don't give up just yet. I'm fixin' to show you how to grow gorgeous, healthy cauliflower right on your porch or balcony, and avoid those easy-to-make mistakes that just break your gardening heart. Container gardening gives you more control over the environment, and it's perfect for folks with limited space or less than ideal soil. Plus, it's a whole lot easier to keep an eye on your plants when they're right outside your door. Before we begin, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. It helps me out so much and I really appreciate it. First things first, you need a big enough container. Cauliflower roots like their space, so pick a pot that's at least 12 inches deep and wide. If you go any smaller, your plant's gonna struggle to grow a nice full head. Bigger pots also help keep the soil temperature steady, which is super important for cauliflower. Don't be tempted to cram in more than one plant per pot. Trust me, crowding is one of the fastest ways to get tiny heads or no heads at all. Each cauliflower needs its own space to stretch out and soak up nutrients. If you're short on pots, it's better to grow fewer plants well than to crowd a bunch and end up disappointed. And it's best, if you can, to purchase bedding plants instead of growing from seed. Or if you prefer growing from seed, start them indoors in little planters to get them started and then transplant to your main container when they are about 5 or 6 inches, or 12 to 15 centimeters tall and looking healthy. Now let's talk soil. Cauliflower is a hungry plant, so give it a rich, well-draining potting mix. Don't just grab any old dirt from the yard. Use a high-quality mix made for veggies. Good soil is the foundation for healthy plants, and it'll help your cauliflower thrive from the very start. I always mix in a scoop of compost and a sprinkle of slow-release fertilizer before I even plant the seedling. That way, your plant gets a steady supply of nutrients as it grows. If you want to go the extra mile, you can add a little bit of bone meal or blood meal for an extra boost of calcium and nitrogen. Cauliflower loves that. Your plant's gonna thank you for that extra boost. You'll see the difference in the color and vigor of the leaves, and a strong start means a better harvest down the road. When it comes to watering, keep the soil moist, but never soggy. Cauliflower likes consistent moisture, but sitting in waterlogged soil can cause the roots to rot. A good rule of thumb is to water deeply, but let the top inch of soil dry out before you water again. Stick your finger about an inch deep. If it feels dry, it's time for a drink. If it's still damp, hold off a bit. This simple trick helps prevent overwatering, which is a common mistake with container veggies. Don't wait till those leaves start drooping. By then, the plant's already stressed. Stressed plants are more likely to bolt or attract pests, so stay ahead of the game with regular checks. Here's a trick a lot of folks miss. Keep your cauliflower cool. These plants don't like the heat. If the temperature gets too high, your cauliflower might stop growing or start to bolt, which means it'll flower early and the head won't form right. Cauliflower prefers temperatures between 60 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit, or 15 to 25 degrees Celsius. Although cauliflower needs 6+ hours of full sun, if you can, give your container some afternoon shade, especially when summer rolls around. Move your pots to a cooler spot or use a shade cloth to protect them from the harshest sun. Even a patio umbrella can do the trick in a pinch. Hot weather can make your cauliflower bolt, and nobody wants bitter leafy florets. Once a plant bolts, there's no turning back, so prevention is key. Keep an eye on the forecast and be ready to act if a heat wave is coming. Now, one of the biggest mistakes? Forgetting to blanch your cauliflower. Blanching is what keeps those heads nice and white, and it's super easy to do. When that pretty white head starts peeking out, pull the outer leaves over it and clip them together. This shields the head from the sun, which can turn it yellow and make it taste bitter. This keeps it nice and pale, instead of yellow and bitter. Check every few days to make sure the leaves are still covering the head and adjust as needed. Harvest your cauliflower when it is 6 to 12 inches, or 15 to 30 centimeters wide and nice and firm. Do it before the florets begin to separate. And let's not forget about pests. Watch out for cabbage worms and aphids. These little critters can do a lot of damage in a short time, especially in containers where plants are close together. I keep a spray bottle with soapy water handy, just a light mist in when you see trouble. You can also pick off worms by hand or use neem oil if things get out of hand. Stay vigilant and your plants will stay healthy. Don't go overboard with chemicals unless you really need to. Natural solutions are usually enough and they're safer for you and your garden. So, to sum it up, use a big pot, rich soil, steady water, and keep it cool. Give your plant the best start you can and it'll reward you with a beautiful harvest. Give your plant room to grow, tuck in that head when it's time, and check for bugs. Stay on top of watering and shade, and you'll be amazed at how well your cauliflower does in a container. That's all there is to it. Container gardening makes it easy to grow your own food, even if you're short on space or new to gardening. It's rewarding to see those big, beautiful heads forming right outside your window. All right, friends, if you give these tips a try, you'll be harvesting your own container-grown cauliflower before you know it. There's nothing quite like the taste of homegrown veggies, and you'll have the satisfaction of knowing you did it yourself. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment. Thanks for watching and happy growing. Remember, every gardener learns by doing, so don't be afraid to get your hands dirty and have a little fun along the way.